laws, be alert and use voice commands while driving. Please drive to highlighted route.
You're at the end of the rainbow. That's my pot of gold right there. Oh yeah. I knew it. Where are we headed?
Moab.
Moab, Utah.
To work out, because I want Moabs.
In the sunrise, we can flee the night. Flee the night.
3.5 hours left. How you feeling?
Ready to be there.
Did you enjoy driving today?
Well, you haven't let me drive. I ask every 30 minutes, you won't let me drive. So, it's an 18-hour drive. He just did it all by himself.
He's an absolute machine. Got the turntables.
Finally let me drive.
This is our first road trip ever where you're driving.
I drove one time when we went to Bentonville.
Did you?
I did.
You're doing great.
Thank you.
She just went to Starbucks to get some pretty god-awful coffee.
Where's coffee?
Searching for a sea.
John, what'd you think about that? We're back to the trailer park. These things are pretty nice. We've stayed here a couple of times now. But what's really pretty cool is, look at that view. Not bad. Time.
Ooh.
cheeseburger.
Did you have a good time at the park? Yeah. Hello, we are on our way to our second stop of the road trip, but while we're on our way, I thought we could do a little recap of our time on our first stop, which was Moab, as you have seen. So, what are your thoughts on Moab?
Spent 2 or 3 days there. We did the drive Austin to Moab, 18 or 19 hours straight. A little brutal, so that first day is kind of recovery. Second day, we got tons of rain, so not the best conditions for hiking and ATV rentals, anything like that, all the fun stuff you can do in Moab. Day 3, we got the perfect day, beautiful weather. Finally got to do the bike trails. An amazing ride. I think it's probably our favorite bike trails we've been on.
I liked that it was all paved and it was like nice quality pavement. Like when we did a bike trail in Telluride, it was a paved bike trail, but it was so bumpy that I felt like it was rattling all my teeth out. Whereas like this trail in Moab was very well maintained and just the views were insane. It was like desert mountains and you were just in them. So yeah, probably my favorite.
Highlights of Moab, what'd you think?
We got some really fantastic coffee. Garage Moab is like a little breakfast spot. They have a Spanish latte, which is basically just a latte made with condensed milk, just a little bit, not too sweet.
What else? Best pizza in Moab?
Domino's.
Domino's. It's an easy first night food, and it's right next to the grocery store, so you can get milk for coffee, whatever else you need. The food truck park, we tried Miss Gelato. You can probably skip that or go get ice cream at Moab Roasters right next to Moab Made or the garage across the street. We didn't try any other food trucks. The quesadilla mobilla looks really good, is very popular. I would probably want to try that if we did. What else did we do? Oh, Milt's. Milt's, a cool, kind of looked off the beaten path, kind of old school mom and pop burger joint. I've got to try those. We got a burger, patty melt better than the burger, both pretty good, but they have french fries that I've never had that style of fry before, but amazing. Probably if you just gave me like a milkshake and those fries, I'd be a happy boy. Rotary Park, kind of between Milt's and our Airbnb. Very green, good river access to let that little guy run around in the water, chase some sticks, his favorite activity. That was it. It's a very good stopping point.
Moab was a destination primarily to kind of like get us out of Texas and like a jumping off point out west. So we didn't plan too much. So there is a lot more that you can do there and it is super cute. But like we said, we kind of got rained out the first 2 days and we were exhausted. So this is probably like the teeniest little highlight reel of Moab that you could do.
Did you ready for a bike ride?
Oh yeah.
Boise. Day one. Vanessa back there matching me. Matching shoes. Matching jacket. Matching helmets. Twinsies. Stop and go ride.
Welcome, this is your life now, the wasteland where we all take.
What do you think about the Boise bike trails? The Boise Greenbelt.
Might be my new favorite. Although every new bike trail I go on is my new favorite, but this is pretty sick.
Yeah. We've done maybe 25% of it.
I know, we've barely even scratched the surface.
It's been pretty amazing.
And the weather and the foliage.
Beautiful fall colors for sure.
Some glow due to radiation, two heads where there usually is one.
Boise, Idaho. Who would have thought? Oh, I thought I would tell you guys about one of my favorite things we have for like our biking gear. So you might notice these little clipping pieces right here. These are actually Bluetooth. So when Nathan and I are riding, we can talk to each other. So it's just like a separate little clip-on that clips onto your helmet. And we get to chat the whole time. It's very nice.
She's always in my ear. Unlimited yapping.
Don't break me. I'm living for the highlights, living for my dream. So baby, stay with me. I'm living for the highlights, living for our dream. When we touch, I forget how we end in that rush. Nothing fake or pretend, it's a blush. You and I, you and I, you and I.
Oh wow.
So we got a pumpkin fritter, an apple fritter, a glazed twist, old-fashioned Bavarian cream-filled maple bar, that's what she recommended, and the buttermilk bar, which is what I came for. So it's an obscene amount of donuts, but it looked really good. Yeah. Good morning. We got in yesterday and we went and walked by the water and it was amazing. Cool dinner. Now we're here at this park and we're having the best freaking morning. And later we're gonna go to Cannon Beach in Astoria. I've already cried 2 times today. This nature is amazing. I'm so grateful to be here.
What do you think, huh? What do you think? What do you think? It's an action shot.
Okay, after a quick pit stop in Astoria, we had some food, did a little shopping. We are on our way to Cannon Beach. Looks like we'll get there about 4:30, so maybe we'll catch the sunset while we're there. Where are we headed?
Haystack Rock. Yeah, kind of Cannon Beach.
I'm so excited.
Good thing I brought 2 already.
Okay, we're almost there, and it's 10 times prettier than I thought it was going to be. Good morning. It is our 3rd day in the Vancouver, Portland area, and we are finally heading into Portland proper right now. We are on our way to a coffee shop, and we are excited to see what Portland's all about. It is a nice, rainy fall day. It's got the gloomy weather that you hear the Pacific Northwest is famous for, so we actually think it's pretty cool.
Just his luck.
We just had Thai food. Don't know how to pronounce it, but there's a restaurant here that's very famous. It's very good.
Very good. Yeah,
Very good.
chicken and rice, pork and rice. Pork and rice was better.
I like the pork and rice, yeah.
Chicken and rice was very good.
Very
Very
good.
gingery sauce.
And you got so much food, like
Yeah.
so much pork and so much chicken.
Couldn't finish it off.
It was very good. We are on our way to Blue Star Donuts before going to the Japanese garden. So this day is just shaping up to be pretty perfect.
I'm an expert at overthinking things that I shouldn't. You come across as a cool guy, someone is the opposite. And all my friends are leaving, but I wanna stay here. Can we just stay here?
Okay, what are your thoughts on the Japanese gardens?
Very beautiful.
Even in the rain.
Even in the rain, yeah, very beautiful. Came on a Saturday, peak fall colors, and parking was a little bit trouble, but not too bad. Worth it.
Excellent experience. Good morning from Blue Dora Bakery. We were able to walk here from our Airbnb, and we just had a fantastic morning bun and what was the other one?
Orange and raisin cinnamon roll.
I wouldn't know because I don't eat raisins, so I didn't touch it. But
The morning bun, man, that was incredible.
probably one of the better pastries we've ever had.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Queen of Mon with like orange zest and cinnamon.
Yeah.
Which I think every Queen of Mon should have orange zest and cinnamon now.
I agree. Very tasty.
What's the angle? I'm not playing that game. It's the same business with a different name. Who's the target? Sorry, I'm not in the market. If I quit buying, you can't sell me anything.
What you got?
This is some gravy. Egg. Bacon, egg, and cheese burrito.
Vancouver, Washington Farmers Market.
Green Grocer PNW.
Don't wanna waste time. I'll never be this young. I'll never be this young again. Don't wanna chase highs when I'm too worn out. When I'm too worn out. So I'm never coming down. Never coming down. Never coming down again. I was born to be this high. Born to be this high.
We are on our way to a hike. Where is it?
Beacon Rock State Park.
We are all dressed for the weather, so I'm very excited for our first hike. Is it of the trip? Good morning. We are leaving Vancouver and on our way to Bellingham, Washington. I think it's about a 4-hour drive this morning. Nice and rainy. Yeah, we really enjoyed our time there. Definitely would go back again. And onward to the next stop. Let's see what Bellingham has in store for us. I'm very excited.
It's Bellingham.
It's Bellingham? Oh.
Before you get roasted in your comments. What do you think of Bellingham so far?
Very beautiful, very quaint. We're here on Halloween, and the downtown is packed with like families all dressed up doing a little like trick-or-treat trail with all the businesses down there. It's really cool, but it's a little crowded, so we're just walking along the boardwalk and just soaking it in.
Would you say it's pretty fun stuff?
Oh yeah.
다행일지 몰라 사실 말야 내 목소리 들으면 갑자기 말
Come a little closer. I wanna dance with you. Everything's moving slower. I don't know what it is you do. I've been looking at you all night, trying to figure you out. I just wanna make you smile. Hold your hand in my hand, looking at the sunset. Man, you're looking good tonight. I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down. It's what you're doing, making me feel like I'm falling.
This morning we are on our way to Seattle. It's what, like an hour and a half drive?
Yeah, it's been 5 years now since we've been to Seattle.
Yeah, and the last time we went to Seattle, it was May, super sunny, no rain, and now it's like only rain. But that's good. We'll get to see it in its probably truest form.
I watched Supersonics highlights for an hour last night to get in the mood. If the Supersonics go back to Seattle, I'll move to Seattle.
Will you?
And you'll move to Seattle too.
It's always kind of been a dream of mine to move to Seattle. I don't know why. I've just always loved the city, even though I've only ever been once. But I watch a lot of content about it, so I'm very excited to go today. We can't go for very long because Sir John is back at the Airbnb, but we just want to pop into the city for a bit, drive through some neighborhoods, and get some ice cream. I'm not sure what else. But yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, also, I have to say, since we've been in Fairhaven, I have been watching the Twilight series.
Just getting in that hua mood.
Yeah, it's the perfect vibes for it. And like, I'm currently looking in front of us, and there's just mountains covered in like, is it clouds, mist, fog, whatever. It looks so cool. Living my Twilight dreams in Washington State. Great vibes. I'm very happy. So let's see what Seattle has to offer today. One thing I will say, I am struggling so bad with like dressing cute here because you have to layer up so many times. I feel like the Michelin Man all the time. I mean, I've gotten some really cute pieces, but it's just hard. This is a whole new ball game for me, but I'm gonna get it right. Also, in Fairhaven, I got this little bag from a brand called Rains. It's a waterproof purse, and I'm very excited because now I can actually carry stuff with me. I haven't been carrying any of my bag. The only one I brought is a vintage designer bag, and I don't really want that to get rained on, so this is like...
Oh, what's on a...
No, that's just the only one I brought. I didn't want to overpack. Anyway, waterproof
So
bag.
you're doing well, huh? Doing pretty well.
Okay, we have touched down in Seattle, and it's a sunny day. It's gorgeous. So far, every time we've been here, it's been beautiful. But we just stopped at Dolce Donuts, and we're in the Fremont area, yes?
Yes.
So we are about to tear these up in the car, so very excited. What are you hoping to get into today?
We have to see Fremont and Ballard and Upper Queen Anne and Central District and maybe Capitol Hill. We stayed in Capitol Hill in 2019 when we first visited.
Right.
We've always wondered if we could live in Seattle, but we've never seen a lot of the coolest parts. So we're gonna see them all today.
And we
See what
only-
it's like walking up all these hills.
And we only have a few hours because we got to get back to our tiny boy, our Sir John. So we have lots to do, not very much time.
Rocket fuel.
That's right. Mason's working on the food photography, but we got here at like 12:30 and they closed at 1, so they were out of a lot of flavors. But we did a few that they're known for, which is like a passion fruit creme brulee, guava and queso, tres leches, and then just the original glaze. Donuts are like my favorite snack, pastry, treat, whatever of all time. So pretty much everywhere we go, we try donuts, which you would have seen over and over again in this vlog, but more donuts.
Nice.
What are we up to today?
We're doing Chuckanut Falls. That's how you say that. Chuckanut. We're back in it.
Trees aren't green, the ocean is gray, sky is a vague blue, come my way. My room is a mess, it could use a hand. My favorite TV shows to capture in. I know I must get it right, must get back in the fight. This can't be a surprise, I think I let it slide. I'm sleepwalking through all of my problems, I know I can't make it through. Every night it's the same, I keep running fast, left and right, wondering where my head's gone now. I'm sleepwalking through all of my problems, I know.
Okay, Chuckanut Falls Trail. Almost completed. What do you think?
What do I think?
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad. It was a little muddy, but all trails said it would be. It was really nice. Cute little waterfall up at the top. It's been a little busy, not too bad, but it is a Sunday afternoon, so. And the first day it hasn't rained in a while, so all things considered.
All things considered, that's like a 5-star review from her. Sorry for the delay. I just wanted to tell you that you rock.
Nice. Good morning from Port Orford, Oregon. We drove down from Bellingham yesterday. It was about like a 9.5 hour drive, but it was longer because we left to, what was it, like gale force winds, lots of raining, kind of a miserable drive, but we made it. We were able to get some Blue Star donuts in Portland on our way down here. I got the goods. And some Jersey Mike's in Eugene, and that was the highlight of our day. And now we woke up in beautiful Port Orford. We have gorgeous views. The Airbnb is great. We're driving up to Bandon Beach, or just Bandon, Oregon right now to see what that's all about. So good morning. Let's see what we get up to.
So high, never thought I'd have it all, floating somewhere in the sky, and I don't think I'll ever fall. Hold on, don't let go of me yet. Don't want it to end, just stay right here. Hold on, don't let this slip away, 'cause I don't know anybody quite like you. You can lift me up, and the truth is I'm falling. I'll be there till I'm
Good morning. It is day 2 here in Port Orford. It's a much sunnier day. Hopefully it'll feel a little bit warmer. Yesterday was very cold. We are currently on our way to where?
Samuel Boardman Natural Scenic Area.
There's a
Something
bunch.
like that.
There's a bunch of scenic things
Yeah.
all down the coast between here and California, and so we're driving about an hour south and hitting a few spots along the way. There's not much to do in Port Orford itself, so we're just using it kind of like a launching off point to do other things.
Go to some natural bridges, do some hiking. We're skipping Humbug Mountain, which is like right there behind us, because the hike has like 2,000 feet of elevation in like a mile or a mile and a half. So basically a climb.
And it's what, like a 5-mile round trip.
I think Vanessa's ready for that.
I'm the weak link of the nature activities in this duo, but I'm working on it, and one day I will come back to Humbug Mountain and crush it, but today is not that day. I did want to touch base a little bit on what we got up to yesterday. The plan was to go into Bandon and just kind of go to the old town, see what was going on there, and whatever else we could get up to in that area. It is the off season. It's currently like November 5th. So, or is it the 6th? It was the 5th yesterday.
Election day.
Election day, yeah. So since it's off season, so many things were closed, and there just wasn't much to do in the actual old town. Very cute. We were able to get breakfast, but then we mostly spent our time doing nature, walking around, viewpoints, things like that, which you would have already seen. But a slower day. We spent the night at the house playing some skip-bo, our favorite evening activity.
2 amazing comebacks from yours truly.
I only won once, but I got more points, so. Yes.
Dramatic fashion.
But yeah, all in all, a great day, and we're excited for day 2. wrapping up day 2 on the beach at sunset with our dog Sir John, and it has been so magical, so beautiful. We tried to let him off the leash, but he just went straight into the ocean as if he wanted to go way too far in the deep end, so we had to pull him back. But
Unleash the fury.
unleash the fury, that's right. But we're having a great time. He's got his little rain jacket on. The cleanup won't be fun, but it was worth it. And this was such a convenient beach walk because we are staying right there. So when we wake up in the morning, this is our view, and it was just so nice to get to come down together as a family. It's a big tree.
It's a big tree. It's a good trail. Fort Orford Heads State Park. Big fan.
Big fan. Lots of different variety in one trail.
Yeah.
Not too hard.
We saw 2 people out here.
Nice. Question. How did I do picking the hike? First one I've picked.
This is a good one. Yeah, this is a good one. This one's unique.
Very
It's a
unique.
very unique hike for me.
Do you want to tell everyone what that impression is?
Fire Saga.
Best-
Eurovision Song Contest.
Best movie.
A very underrated movie, especially Dan Stevens. The Lion of Love.
I think that's the sea cave. You can like hear the ocean in it. So we're gonna go up and check that out. Sir John, are you ready to leave? Are you ready to get out of here? Don't worry, we're heading out tomorrow. We found a pet-friendly trail here in the Redwoods, so we're very excited. Good morning from Rio Grande, California. We stayed here 2 years ago on one of our road trips. It's kind of like a great stop along the way home. We're actually staying in Pismo Beach this time, but there's a bakery here, Mule Bakery. I didn't get a lot of footage of the actual bakery because it's very busy right now, but they have some excellent turnovers. So we went there for some turnovers, and now we're about to go to downtown Slow for some coffee. It is beautiful weather. I'm very happy to be here. We're kind of losing some steam here. We're getting tired. We've been on the road for almost a month now. And this is our final like big stop before we go home. So we're just trying to get in as many fun activities as we can before we book it back to Texas in a few days.
Ready to be home.
I did want to mention we stayed in this town 2 years ago on our very first road trip out to California, and this time we're staying in Pismo Beach. It is Veterans Weekend, or Veterans Day is tomorrow, so it's a 3-day weekend, and it's a lot busier in Pismo Beach where we're staying. We definitely prefer, how do you say? Oreo Grande. I called it Oreo Grande earlier, sorry. It's Ariana Grande, yes. We prefer it over here. It's just a little bit more quiet, more neighborhood feel, very quaint and cute. So it was nice to get to stop here this morning for our beloved pastries. I mean, that's pretty much what we do when we travel, is we look for pastries and parks. So, and if we can get a good coffee, that's a plus, but we actually bring our own coffee. I'm not sure if I've talked about this before, but Mason's got us on the Cometeer coffee. It's freaking delicious, and it's now very hard to get coffee elsewhere, but we are actually on our way to Scout Coffee in Slow. Let's see what we think. Do you have anything to add?
I'm curious to see San Luis Obispo on a weekend. Well, I guess we were there on a weekend last time, but it was very cool.
But we're more experienced road trippers now and travelers, so let's see what we think this time. What we like. We love the area. It's just the 7th layer of hell getting around California. The roads and the traffic are, it's just as bad as Texas, if not worse.
Driving the 101, once you get into California, past the Redwoods, highly overrated. I mean, right?
Yeah.
Now we've driven most of the 101. Hate it for the most part. Like, very small stretches are actually enjoyable and scenic. There's some cool things along the way.
Obviously, I think once you get to a certain point in California, you're probably supposed to hit the 1, but that would have been way out of our way.
We've driven a lot of it too.
Yeah.
That's much better.
Much better. Yeah, but we love it here, but getting here is very tricky, and then getting out to get home also very tricky, just in terms of the drive just sucks. So I hope we can come back in the future, but I don't know if I will tolerate the drive. But
we're already kind of missing the rain.
Oh my gosh, I feel like I really underestimated how much I would love Washington State and Oregon. Like, the foliage and the rain and the gloom, all of it. I loved it. It was so soothing. And now everywhere I go, I'm like, this is dry. This is dusty. Like, I want to go back up there. Also, we just had a great time.
And like I said, running out of steam. I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to get your haircut.
That definitely plays a factor. When you're tired, it's hard to be as excited about things. But this is part of it when you're taking these big long road trips. So.
It's time to take my cocktail for a direction.
Good morning from El Paso, Texas. We actually decided to pack up and head home early. We drove through the night last night, and we have about eight and a half more hours to go. We're gonna make the drive from Pismo Beach to Austin, Texas, one fell swoop between the two of us. I've gotten some sleep. It's almost his turn to take a break. Well, I drove some last night, but it's about my turn to drive again.
This will beat our previous PR, Park City to Austin. No, Park City to Little Rock, Arkansas.
Yeah.
21 and a half. Well, probably 23 hours.
Yeah.
This will be like 25.
With stops, yeah. So this is what it's like road tripping with us. We a lot of times just, once we're ready to be home, we just book it.
Yeah. Yesterday, you heard me saying I'm out of I'm out of steam. Doesn't take long after that to be like, you want to go home?
The trick is to take a nap and then leave at like 6 or 7 in the evening.
Yeah.
Drive through the night. And
I'm so glad we did too, because getting out of California is awful. Like the drive, the I-10 from LA to Phoenix. Ugh.
it saves you a lot of traffic woes driving through the night. So, but since there's 2 of us, we can take turns sleeping. So no dangerous driving. Don't worry. All in all, we've been on the road for almost a month and we had a really great time. Right?
Yeah.
The goal of this road trip was to, we call it the big one. We've always wanted to do it. We thought when we did it in the future that it would be a bit more drawn out and really take our time in a lot of places, but it worked out to where we kind of just had to, we had a small window of time where we could make it happen, so we bounced around quite a bit. And I feel like it answered a lot of questions that we've had. It was honestly just like such a bucket list experience, and I'm so glad we got to do it. It was a great trip, but I'm so happy to be going home. I'm very tired.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I can't wait to get a haircut and lift a weight and cook some food.
Stop eating pastries.
Eat a vegetable. Oh my god. I can't wait.